Hey YouTube, this is Dennis. I haven't been on here in a while, but I wanted to share something I learned on YouTube, and I'm doing it myself. Enough about me. I had this workbench already here in this garage, and I had it piled full of junk. The garage floor was full of junk, etc., etc. So I seen some videos online, and I built that loft type shelf and added me kind of a little cabinet at the side of it. There's my toolbox. Still doesn't look perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. So I wanted to share with y'all how easy these shelves are to actually build. And you get the full length 8-foot 2x4s. I already started building it, and then I thought this would be a good video to throw on there for somebody that might need the extra explanation or something. So you can literally, if you want to build a 2-tier shelf, like a 2-shelf system, you'll need like maybe 10 2x4s. I'll have to count them when I get done. 2 sheets of plywood, 4x8 sheets. And then of course you'll need some 3-inch decking screws like that. I get all this I got at Home Depot. Let's see. 3 inches. You don't have to buy that many of them, but I had them left from my deck. So I'm going to put it in this storage room, I just remodeled this storage room. Added some drywall and everything. It turned out okay. It's got a tall ceiling over here, so this wall's 10 foot from door to door, base door to corner, and I'm going to start like 6 inches off of this wall with an 8-foot shelf, and it's going to be 2 shelves high. Later I'll add a top shelf or something. Right now it's just going to be 2 shelves. Hadn't decided on how far apart, but anyway, that's the game plan. But to build them, you just frame it. You take 2 8-footers, full length 8-footers, and then you cut down. You can get you can get all 4 of the center pieces out of 1 2x, so that's 3 2x4s. And then you cut these 21 inches, and then that makes it 24 inches wide. There's my other blocks for the next one. But then you just you rip your piece of plywood in half. This is 1/2 inch 4x8 plywood. You can even use OSB. A lot of people use OSB. I like plywood. I don't like OSB. To put them on top, and that's 4x8, or 2x8 now, but like so. And then you take 1 and a quarter drywall screws, and you just screw that down to that, and then you have 1 shelf built. I'll build that one, and then I'm going to build the other one, and then I'm going to mount them to the wall, and I'll show y'all what it's going to look like. All right, here's the next step. I drew me a line up 36 inches and a level line across the wall, and I came 6 inches off of this away from the door. I just didn't want it right on the door. And then of course I took some tape and marked my studs. You want to get your screws back here in the studs like that. Your 3-inch screws. You might want to use 4-inch just to be safe, but then I made me some temporary little legs to level it up. I used them to help hold the front of it while I screwed the back in. It was a little bit of a struggle by myself, but I managed it. Let's see if I can zoom out a little. Won't let me. Anyways, it's not that hard. I mean, I mounted these little strips of plywood to the front that I had left and scrap. You can make 2x4 temporaries, but I didn't want to cut up my 2x. However, I've got the room, and I've got the extra 2x4s over there. Sorry about the mess. That's why we're doing all this, to get rid of the mess, get it up off the floor and everything. But I'm probably going to put a 2x4 here and here, all the way up to 8 foot. I don't want to cut them. I mean, it could just have a 2-tier shelf, set the other shelf on top of them, but I might later come back and put another top shelf on. So yeah, 36 inches off the floor, leveled it up, and that's the next step there. So I'm gonna get the other one built, the other shelf built. Well, I'll probably put on, I don't know if I should put on the legs yet. Yeah, I'll attach 2 legs. I'll attach two 2x4 on each side first. And then that way when I put the next shelf up, I can screw it off to the 2x4s and then screw it off to the wall. So it's almost done. It's simple. All right, I got the second shelf built, laying in there. Second board set. I've got that little strip of plywood this time to hold me up there. Kind of counterbalance the rear once I get it up on the wall, and then I'm going to screw it into this 2x4 here. I've got them marked. That line up there is going to be the top. This is going to be the top. So all I got to do is set it up there. Screw it off there, screw it off here, and we're pretty much done. I did paint the bottoms of these because they're sitting on concrete. I just sprayed them with some generic gray spray paint I had. If you don't have that, you might want to use pressure treated. I don't know if the paint will protect them. Hopefully it will. I don't think it'll be a problem. I'll probably come back later and paint these black or white or something. I painted the 2x white on these just to kind of match the theme we had going here. But we'll see. This is an extra storage room. I'll be back with y'all when I'm finished. Well, there you have it, the finished product. I wound up putting 2 legs in the back, painted them gray as well. Got 2 shelves. I left the 2x sticking up there. I've got enough 2x4s. I can frame me up another shelf. And of course I have that, I also have that piece that goes across the top. I don't know if y'all can see it, of the wall. I could always chop these off like 1 inch or so. I think that's 95 and the 2x's are 96. And I could run a shelf all the way across the top there. So yeah, it's kind of tall, but for throwing long stuff up there, it would be kind of handy. But my cutting wasn't so straight on the plywood. This sheet got a little bit out of square. If you do it and you're going to do a 2 section or a 4, if you're going to do 4, but you can have Home Depot or Lowe's or whoever cut your plywood down. That way they get it perfectly straight. That helps. Just have them cut it exactly in half. But these things are super strong. I could get up there and lay down, but I ain't, because I don't want to hit my head or anything. But yeah. And I got 36 inches under here. I could put vacuums under there, my shop vac. I put all kind of stuff under there. Thank y'all for watching, and if you need any help, just ask me and I'll answer your comments. But till next time.